up in BC, quit high school at 16. Before acting, he worked at Walmart greeter, cab driver, and roofer, had a small role in Smallville Supernatural, and Stargate Atlantic lead role as Finn Hudson in 2009. This is the story that is, happening right now. I'm in front of my TV, and I heard about it last night around 2, maybe 3 o'clock, and it's pretty sad, Like, he's Canadian, so it kind of, comes to heart. And this book Leon Fox is the same. That's pretty crazy, I'm speechless right now. It's just something that I read last night, and it's something that it's not believable. It's just in my mind, not great at all. Hello, I am, I'm trying to picture, a perfect way to, do this. But, a week ago, we found out that we lost one of Glee's characters, COREY MONTEITH, and he died from an accidental overdose of heroin and alcohol. And I'm here, I'm just trying to, piece it together and trying to figure out, a way that I can remember him. I don't know, I'm a fan of Glee, and Glee is not going to be the same. Warning, I may cry. I don't know why, it's just emotional. And I want to, say a few things that, is in my mind, maybe, yes, he did go to rehab, and he did, do all of that kind of thing, but, it's so sad, how someone who's 31 years old, who's, starting his career as an actor, and then just, died. It's just, really, really hard. I look at the stories, look at everything, and it's just, crazy, he had so much going for him, and then, all of a sudden, he dies, right? And, I don't know, I'm doing this little video as a remembrance for him, and I want to, for the family and for the friends and for the fans and for the Glee co-stars, and, I want to send my condolences and my sympathy to the family, to everybody that, was close to him and, was affected by this. This is not going to be a normal video that I normally do. It's just one of those really, really sappy type of videos. I'm normally up and giddy, but as a fan, I'm sort of devastated. We may not know the guy, we may not have met the guy, we may not have, seen the guy or whatever, but, you watch him on TV, all the time, and, you kind of become part of, that fan-base family, as they would say, or maybe I would say, I find, if anything happens, to a favorite celebrity, or, someone who's big, not, a celebrity, personnel, or, something like that, it kind of touches me, I guess I'm very soft-hearted for that kind of thing, when I like first heard, actually, first when I heard about his death, I was actually going to sleep, and then just before I go to bed every night, I normally read the news or like go on and watch TV or something like that. This time I've chosen this, that I would read the news, and then I turned on my Facebook and it was saying that COREY MONTEITH's dead, 31. I'm like, what? Like, you know, like, the first like impression is like, oh, that's just the paparazzi just trying to get like a story out of something, or like to make extra money to like do something. I don't know. You know the way the paparazzi is, they like go and then they like they make up stories, and then in the end it's not true. I'm like, oh, it's not true, it's not true. So I showed my husband, and then my husband was like, yeah, that can't be true. So then we went to sleep, and then woke up, and then on the TV, that's when it said it. And you know what? When the TV says it, I think it's more believable than what you read, because then at least they can get to the grounds. And then they had the police report and like the cop from Vancouver, or from the area, the hotel where he was staying, and they had like a picture of the hotel and everything, and then it became more believable. You know, like, I don't know, I'm very, very, like, in my heart, I'm devastated. And, you know, like, he's 31, he's young, he's just starting out. I don't know how I'm going to watch Glee this season. You know, I don't even, like, know how the Glee how the Glee stars, and, like, the staff and the crew and everything like that. How they're going to actually persuade with it. Like, people are saying that they should mark his death as, like, a death, but then they have to relive everything. They have to relive everything as if, you know, like, it's a death, but it's really a death, because I think that would bring up, like, more, like, of the memory of his death. Like, they were saying that they could, you know, put him a couple of years ahead, and then Corey went on doing other things, and, like, Leah went and they broke up or whatnot, and they weren't going to be together, because, like, Leah or something maybe found somebody. But, like, I don't know, they were thinking about, like, maybe, you know, just the creator of Glee to come and, like, before the episode premieres, to go and say, well, you know, I'm sorry about, like, Corey died, and, like, you know, this is how it's gonna be from now on. See, tearing up. Told you I might cry. Or, like, I'm smiling, but, like, I'm smiling because he was a good man, you know? From what I can understand, and from what I heard, and everything like that, he was a good man. Like, some of the characters, they're now like coming out with their, you know, they've been silent for a while, and they have been, like, you know, not saying anything, and, like, I'm starting to rock. I have to stop doing that, that's my nerves. You know, like, it's really, really sad. Like, it brings a tear to my eye, and I don't normally cry. Okay, I just had to see if that was fuzzy. It's not fuzzy. I don't normally cry, but, like, when my favorite celebrity dies, it's just like, oh my gosh. He, like, died on the 13th, so that was probably, let's see, 13th, 14th, 15th, 6 days ago, like, so he's gone about a week now, and apparently he got cremated, and maybe, like, I don't know what the family's doing for, like, a memorial or whatnot, but, like, it's totally sad. Like, you go on Instagram and you see, like, you know, people have this outpour of emotion for him, you know, like, I did a few, like, things, like, I have, you know, like, the little People Breaking News magazine thing. I have, like, the People's Breaking News thing for mine as, like, a little thing, and, like, a little memory. I'm so sorry if my voice is going. It's just disease. And then of course, I have like a little memorial to go on for him. So I don't know, like, it's really, really sad, and oh my gosh, like, I get teary-eyed, like, thinking about it. It's nuts, like, I don't know, like, I guess, you know, when you become a fan, you get to memorialize, and you get to go, and you mourn yourself, like, you mourn the death of, like, your family member or your friends or whatnot, but then when you have a celebrity die, you mourn for them too, because you're like, oh well, it's like, it's not like you that is going through it, it's like the family, the friends, like the fans, the co-workers, co-stars, you know, everybody that's affected by him, you know, it's just like, it's nuts. So I'm just gonna wrap this video up. This video is just basically like me, just like, you know, my little thoughts on Corey's death, and, you know, my condolences, and, like, my, you know, way of being, like, I don't know, like, I feel really, really bad. It's like one of those things, you know, that you can't get out of your mind, like, I don't know, I think there's 5 stages of grieving. I think, you know, maybe I'm doing the 5 stages myself, you know. There's like 5 stages, like the shock, then there's like bargaining, like why him? So maybe I'm in the bargaining state, then there's like you're feeling guilty, and then it's acceptance, and then it's just like, okay, well, this is what's been like, then you just, you know, you don't forget it, it's just like back of your mind. It's like nuts. So maybe I'm going through the stages of grieving. I'm so sorry if I keep pushing it back and forth. My arm gets tired. I'm not used to vlogging with the one arm yet. Maybe sometimes I hold with 2 hands, my hands, but I don't know. That's off topic. It's just like one of those things, like, you know, you grieve and you wonder why. So this is just a little condolence, little video, and like my thoughts about the whole ordeal with Corey's death, and I'm hoping they go on with Glee, because, you know, it's a good show, and he was a good person. He was just really sick, and like he needed help, and he went to rehab, but obviously rehab didn't help him that much. He needed, like, you know, extra support, which Leah gave him, and his family gave him, and his co-workers gave him, and stuff like that. And it's just like, it's nuts. And like, I don't know, it's just like one of these things that, like, you be so confused about it. It's just like, what the world? Like, you know, he's 31 years old, he has family and friends, he has, like, everything, like, you know, going for him, and then all of a sudden, you know, he died. Like, I don't know, it's frustrating, that's what it is. It's like one of those things. So, yes, this is a video for Corey. I'm dedicating this video to Corey and his Glee fans, and his Glee characters, his friends, and his family. Try not to cry. You know what? Sometimes you got to cry, just like, to let it all out. Or you got to talk about it. So this is why I'm talking about it to you. So, I'm gonna go now. If you like this video, just comment and subscribe or whatnot. And you know what? I'm not even, you know, I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm just gonna, like, let it go off. Okay. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.